What have been the cause of divorce and breakups and the crash of relationship and marriages in our world today? Why have young guys and ladies vowed never to enter into marriage and even relationship in our time today? But the funny aspect of it is that they also want to give birth whilst they have vowed never to marry. What is the actual cause of it? In today's video, I would like to take my time to let us know the secrets why these things are happening and how we can solve this problem and enjoy marriage and love in our time today. Sit back, like this video, hit the subscribe button, and let us move on. I made a promise to you to work on videos concerning marriage and family life, and this is the first part or episode of this video, and I pray that you will enjoy it. The question is that, can we take God out of marriage and succeed in it? How can the product own itself? How can a product begin to boast about itself without the producer? And how can we operate on a product well, or for it to function better, without the manual and the producer's blueprint? Listen, before we can get answers to these problems, we have to look at the definition of marriage. What is marriage? We would like to also look into the originator of marriage. Who created marriage? Who is the producer of marriage? And we will take our time to look at some of the concepts of marriage. Listen, when we talk about marriage, marriage is a union between two people, a husband and a wife, a man and a woman, who have agreed to come together and to live together with the consent of both parents. And I know you got me right. It means that marriage happens between a man and a woman. Marriage can only take place between a man and a woman. And according to Genesis chapter 2 verse 18, the Bible says that it is not good for the man to be alone. I will make him a helpmeet. And when God said that, he didn't create another man in addition to Adam. This brings to bear that marriage takes place only between a man and a woman, and that is a husband and a wife. The next question is, who is the originator of marriage? Who created marriage? The one who created marriage is God, Yahweh, the creator of the universe. And we would like to say at this juncture that marriage is so beautiful and so lovable, and it took only God to have a thought of it. Just think about it for a moment. Did Adam himself yearned and requested for marriage? The answer is no. But God saw that there is a need for him to create Eve in addition to Adam. So, as beautiful and lovable and cherished as marriage is, it took only God to have a thought of it. God is the originator, the source of marriage. The next question we would like to look at in order to solve the problems of the 21st century marriage, divorce and breakups and crashes is, we have to look at marriage with the spectacles of God. That is the concepts of God about marriage. What is the intention of God about marriage? How did God create marriage to be? The first thing we would like to talk about is that he created marriage to be good. So we can say that the first concept of God about marriage is that marriage is good. We don't want to make this video very long, so we would like to cut it along the way. But we like to look at least 2 or 3 of the concepts of God about marriage. Marriage is good. Genesis chapter 2 verse 18. The Bible says that it is not good for the man to be alone. This brings to bear that the moment Eve was added to Adam, we can say that now it is good for the man to be with his wife. Proverbs chapter 18 verse 22, the Bible intimates that whosoever finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. This also unearths that marriage is good. Marriage is good. The experiences and the encounters of men concerning marriage, what others share about marriage, what counselors share about marriage, which is not from the perspective of God, is wrong and cannot be accepted as the intention of God about marriage. Marriage is good. Whosoever want to enter into the institution of marriage should accept this notion and this concept before he or she enters into what God has created, which is marriage. Second thing we would like to talk about as the concept of God about marriage is that marriage is for the matured. It is not for boys and girls. Come to think of it, children are of a behavior that whenever they have one thing, they will even cry for the same kind of thing. In the same vein, when boys enter into marriage, they can never stick to that partner forever without looking for other girls or women. This is a very true fact that is unarguable. Boys cannot marry. According to Genesis chapter 2 verse 18 to 24, God brings out that therefore shall a man leave his mother and father. A man. He didn't say a boy. Let's take note of that. God said that a man shall leave his father and mother, not a boy. When boys venture into marriage, the marriage will collapse. Many 21st century ideologies and philosophies says that at the age of 18, 16, if you think you are okay, you have your money, you have your house, you have your car. No. We don't marry with cars, though they are very needful. But if you enter into marriage without maturity, the ability to take responsibility, you are heading towards a danger zone. And that doesn't make marriage wrong, but rather the mentality, the ideology and the philosophy of which our kind, this generation enter into marriage with, is what makes it wrong. Take note of that. We like to end it here. If you found value in this video, please kindly hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, even as we bring new videos every week. And I know it will be a blessing. God bless you. See you in my next video. You are blessed.